Do you like cars? Then this movie is going to really upset you. There are a few things in my life that I'm pretty passionate about. Bad movies, video games and cars. I'm pretty big into the modified car scene. So movies like Fast and Furious are a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine. So when I saw that the Asylum had made a rip-off, I just had to watch it. The director, Cole S. McKay, had a little experience in movie making prior to him joining up with the Asylum in 2011 to direct 2 films, 3 Musketeers and 200 Miles Per Hour. This movie has pissed a lot of car enthusiasts off. Incorrect specifications, meaningless information, calling cars incorrect names, the list goes on. But if you go anywhere, you'll see waves of angry people calling this the worst movie ever. But is that true? Well, that's what we're here to find out. And also, the most interesting part about this movie's production was that they used professional drift car driver Justin Paulick's RX-7 on set. About midway through production, the car was stolen from its trailer, and it has never been found since. Can you just imagine lending your personal car to the Asylum to make a shitty film, only for them to lose it? I'd be pissed, but not as pissed as the people who are tricked into watching this, so let's dive right into 200 miles an hour. Disappointment in less than a second. Great. We get a nice little intro of a random car meet with the sound of engines in the background to make it out like they're racing. But they're not. The speedo says 0 miles per hour, so whoever is sitting in that car is just stationary revving the engine like a twat. Did you see that deal there? It's never clearly explained at the beginning, so I was confused as fuck later on. That guy's a cop who bets on illegal street races, but this really doesn't affect the movie. This is Rick and his white RX-7 FC, and his brother who rolls up in his 370Z.
0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, quarter mile in 11.5 seconds.
This is not how car people fucking talk, mate. Anyways, he got a new job, but I don't care. So they make their way to a race.
For an outlaw street racer, your civic mindedness is endearing.
I don't have a clue what you just said. A bike flies past, so they chase it. It turns out to be Rick's girlfriend, Claudia.
Well, hello, big boy.
You're very good. I'll let you play with her.
Oh, this isn't a her, Tom. Can't you tell?
No? Anyways, this is Kelly. She's the super attractive, totally not a mechanic.
You've been messing with my timing again, haven't you?
It is my car.
Yeah, I fixed it. Now hurry up, the race is about to start.
You fixed his timing? How? Your hands are not spanners, love. They are just about to race and this guy's pretty excited. So our hero Rick switches into 4th gear and pulls away. And we get a really, really boring race that has some really, really amazing continuity like this. That car was behind and now he's in front. So Rick won. Yay. Just as Casey turns up, the local ludicrous wannabe in his Nissan GTR, a car that I've actually had a chance to drive, and holy fuck is that thing quick.
Claudia, looking good as fuck, as always.
What a pleasant fellow.
I know you don't think that jalopy is fucking with my shit.
Here we go.
What? Man, this shit right here is an $80,000 Skyline GTR. You know what that means?
That you don't even know what fucking car you own.
Topping out at 195, and that's...
People do not talk like this.
See you at the line, Tommy.
Well, my mom calls me Tommy.
Yeah, that told him.
What about Rick? He calls you Tommy. We all call you Tommy.
Shut up, Vaughn.
Come on, guys, let's get out of here before the cops show up, alright?
Wait, what? Did you not have 10 seconds to check that your dialogue that you wrote made any sense? That was confusing. So Tommy challenged Casey to a race so he can pay for Rick's tuition at college.
Hey, sorry to break up this bonding moment, but you have a race to race.
What?
Be smart about it.
Hey, fuck you.
So they start and the crowd runs after the cars for whatever reason. More shots of the most confusing race ever. Until disaster. Why did people think this was okay? Go to a scrapyard, get a crashed car, fuck it, any car as long as it's silver, it'll be hard to tell. Don't make us draw attention to the cars throughout this movie and expect us to forget what they look like when you CGI them. Seriously, what the fuck movie? So everyone hears about the crash and then they run there in less than 2 seconds. The movie is trying really hard to make us feel for Tommy and Rick, but it doesn't fucking work.
I'm sorry.
Now, having lost your brother in an illegal street race against an infamous drug dealer in your area, what would you do if he fucking turned up to your brother's wake, upsetting all your family members, and refused to leave?
It works the way I say it does.
What if I race you?
You fucking kidding me? So Rick drives somewhere, his girlfriend turns up just to ask him if he's racing.
Then we're done.
And then she fucks off. Rick then turns up and gives us an Oscar-winning performance.
We got a month to take this little sports car and turn it into something that can beat one of the fastest production cars in the world.
There's no way we can match his top speed, but maybe we can get you close.
Top speed means absolutely fuck all unless you're in a drag race.
Bong, I thought you said there was an MX-7 here.
MX-7. Never really heard of that. I'm sure you meant RX-7.
Hey, Kel, have we got enough money for the steering system?
I got something better.
Right, just imagine that I've spoke about every single incorrect information about the cars, because honestly, there's so fucking many, I'm just going to miss them. I mean, I want this video to be less than, well, 90 minutes long. So Rick goes to see Claudia and she works at a strip club. They have another argument and that scene went nowhere.
Ooh, mama lied.
Please stop. So they get to work, all while this is being done. The movie keeps cutting back to the strip club where Rick's mom also works at, and the way this scene was shot, it makes out like he's thinking of his mom stripping. Rick, you're a weird bastard. They take the car out for a test drive. Okay, that was pretty good. Because he's driving like a cunt, the cops chase him down with a helicopter for one speeding car. What is this? I'm not even going to mention that the car changed to a Nissan Silvia because honestly, I've gone past caring. So they pull up and think because they haven't put the license plates back on the car, the cops won't know it's them. In the highly modified green car with white wheels. So the cop roughs him up.
Drive safely.
Okay then. The 2 other lads get all dizzy when the car returns because apparently it hit 160 miles an hour.
Son of a bitch! I can't believe it didn't take off at that speed!
Oh, please, stop. So for more speed, they want to use NOS.
We could use nitrous. He said it.
Nobody makes a NOS system for the MX-5 and there's a reason for it.
Oh, an MX-5? What has that got to do with this guy's RX-7, love? One hears about a Mexican gang leader crashing his MX-5 because of the NOS kit he made.
I'm gonna go see a man about Nas.
Not before going to see his mom at work. Rick, seriously, what the fuck? When he gets there, it's obvious that they're not too happy. He asks about the kit, and after a long story, he mentions Casey.
Plus, I gotta race Casey in a couple of days.
Casey? Motherfucking Casey?
So the guy gives Rick the NOS kit. You know what? In all fairness, they've built this race up pretty well. I mean, they've paced it not too bad, but we just know it's going to be a massive letdown, so let's just fill the rest of the film with padding, like, I don't know, what's going on at the strip club? Casey's being a dick to Claudia. Thank you for that movie. He follows her outside, she hits him, and then he chases her down. Rick goes for a test drive again.
You gotta be kidding me.
And it blows up. Claudia's being hunted down by Casey, and this is just used as padding, because absolutely nothing fucking happens. Fast forward 10 minutes, I shit you not, Casey's waiting in a private booth and Claudia goes in. He starts threatening her as Rick turns up to find her. They escape and Casey chases them down. And in a bizarre turn of events, Casey pushes Rick's car into a semi, and the car, Rick and Claudia die. Obviously not, but imagine the letdown. In the hospital, Rick sees Claudia and tells her that he's never going to race again.
To be stabbed.
What? 1 dead relative, 2 wrote off cars, 1 severely injured girlfriend. Why the fuck would you continue? The crew plan on stealing Tommy's damaged car to use in the race instead. They go for a really boring heist to steal it, complete with the, I'm sorry the paperwork hasn't been sent through, but the office have definitely sent it, can you check it again? Bullshit. And it works.
Motherfucker!
Oh my fucking god. Rick spends his college tuition money to fix the car, despite not having enough to build a NOS kit from scratch because he didn't have enough time or money. But now, later on, he has enough time and money to restore a fully wrote-off car. This is bad. So the race begins.
I'ma dispose of you just like I did your punk-ass brother.
Yeah? That's why I'm here.
Yeah, that told him. Rick, well done. And they are off, and it's what you've come to expect from 200 miles per hour now. Positions being changed, the same corner being shown 1,000 times, and the dodgy cop, for whatever reason, is now against street racing. Rick starts winning when... Oh, come on! What is this? Come on, movie. This is the Big Bang, the final race, and this is how it fucking ends. With him slightly bumping into a curb at like 10 miles an hour. Fuck you. Rick stops to save Casey. The cop turns up and then threatens to shoot him.
Think about this, you can't shoot him. They'll know it was a gun.
Sound logic there. If you did shoot him, they would definitely know it was a gun. What the fuck? And then everyone starts recording the cop. This stops him dead in his tracks. And that's it. Everybody's celebrating when the Mexican dude turns up and congratulates him. He explains that Casey got locked up because he had drugs in his car. He then buys the car off Rick so he can go to college. So he does, and that's the end of the movie. So that was 200 miles an hour, and you know what? I'm going to get some shit for this, but it wasn't too bad. Not good. Not the worst movie either. This is an amateur Fast and Furious knockoff, ticking all the stereotypical tropes of a street racing movie. The acting was shocking, the CG was incredibly bad, and the information that was spouted about the cars was 99% wrong. It was padded with scenes from the strip club and other meaningless bullshit that just became annoying. But, for a cheesy street racing movie, this was enjoyable for just how bad they fucked everything up. Watch it if you want to. Thank you guys for all the support, as I say all the time. If you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments, and if I do make a video about them, I'll give the person a shout out. So thank you once again. My name's Josh. I don't have a sign off, so go away. And now I'm really stuck for a funny little outro.